Jordan, and Jordan was a door shut against the people of Israel. And when God was going to speak to Joshua, God said to Joshua, "This day will I begin to magnify thee in the sight of all Israel." I am thinking that Joshua taking over from Moses was a magnification, as it were. When you step into the shoes of somebody that is mighty, you should be considered as mighty. I was thinking that the kind of magnificent glory that surrounded Moses automatically rubbed on Joshua as Joshua took over from Moses. I thought it was a honor for Moses to lay hands on Joshua and to set him in the office as the leader of Israel. And I thought that should command honor, that should command respect, that should command that kind of aura that you find around such great leaders that Joshua now has found himself to be. But this scripture tells me that that's not how God magnifies his people. The fact that you are the president of a fellowship does not mean you are magnified. The fact that you are the general overseer, president, founder, chief executive officer of a ministry does not make you a magnified person. Of course, I don't think I should talk about magnification. Yesterday, we saw a little, as our brother was sharing with us, that it increases the size of a microorganisms by different dimensions, times 10, times 20, sometimes times 100, for it to be seen. I think it was Lot, unto whom the Lord magnified his mercy. He enjoyed magnified mercy. Mercy enlarged. May you also enjoy such mercy. Okay? And so I noticed that as the Lord said, today I will begin to magnify. So I noticed that between the time Moses handed over to Joshua and Joshua took over from Moses, Joshua was still a tiny man. And God said that day he was going to magnify. He was going to make him larger than the size that people know him to be. And so what will bring this magnification? It's a door. And so I realized that God said, you have to cross this Jordan. And you will notice that right in verse 15, the Bible passed a comment. The last part of verse 15, you will see that comment there. For Jordan overfloweth all his banks all the time of harvest. You may be a powerful man and yet of little influence. It's not all great men have influence. Not all great women are women of influence. You may find a man who is so tiny and yet he could influence a whole community. Have you seen such people before? He's so tiny. He doesn't have money, but he can influence people. Whatever he tells them to do, they do it. So I have come to know that a man may be great in life, and yet he may not be a man of influence. God that day was not just talking about greatness, he was talking about influence.